Okay, so let's jump right in. Have you ever really wondered what makes a person tick? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain and decoding the unique identity of anyone born on January 13th. We're looking at the detailed blueprint of a personality type we call the Master Builder. Now, you might be thinking, January 13th, that's a Capricorn, right? And you're not wrong, but that's just scratching the surface. There's a very specific archetype that truly defines them, and we call it the Master Builder. I mean, the name itself just sounds solid, visionary, and incredibly capable, doesn't it? And that really brings us to the million-dollar question for this whole explainer. What is it exactly that makes this particular Capricorn a master builder? What are the secret ingredients that create this powerful mix of ambition and fresh thinking? Let's break it all down. Okay, here is the absolute key. The master builder isn't just about following the plan. They've got that classic Capricorn discipline, that amazing ability to just put their head down and get the work done. But they mix it with this spark of innovative thinking. They totally respect tradition, but they're always looking for a better, smarter, more efficient way to build their world. So, to understand the builder, you first have to check out the foundation they're building on. And for anyone born on January 13th, that foundation is pure, solid Capricorn. This is the very bedrock that everything else is built upon. At their very core, you're looking at someone who is the definition of practical and disciplined. This comes straight from their ruling planet Saturn, the great teacher and taskmaster of the zodiac. It's Saturn that gives them this incredible patience and a deep, deep understanding that anything great takes time and a whole lot of effort to build right. Now, what's so interesting here is the balance, the two sides of the same coin. On one hand, you've got these incredible strengths. They're super disciplined, totally reliable, and they are masters of staying calm under pressure. But on the flip side, that same discipline can sometimes come across as stubbornness. Their insane focus can lead to workaholic tendencies, and their very practical nature can make expressing all those deeper emotions a real challenge sometimes. So let's keep going. Beyond just their sun sign, there's this unique cosmic blueprint that really shapes the January 13th individual. This is where we start to see all the custom design features that make them exactly who they are. Check this out. This table breaks down the 4 main pillars of their personality blueprint. And what's so cool is how they all work together. See the planetary influence? It's not just Saturn's classic discipline, but also Uranus's little spark of originality. That's the secret sauce that makes them innovators, not just managers. Their earth element keeps all their big ideas grounded in reality, and their cardinal modality means they're the ones who actually start building. And see that number 4? Hold that thought. It's a huge clue about stability and structure, and we're about to dive right into it. All right, let's talk about the numerology. The first piece of the puzzle is, of course, their birth date, the 13th. But in numerology, we never just stop there. We have to break it down to its simplest form. It's a simple little bit of math, but it holds so much meaning. So 1 plus 3 equals 4. That's it. This is their life path number, and it is an absolute powerhouse. It resonates perfectly with everything we've talked about so far. The number 4 is the number of the builder. It's all about stability, hard work, and creating solid, dependable systems. I mean, think of a square or the 4 corners of a foundation. It's all about creating something that's built to last. This number just powerfully underlines that whole master builder archetype. And this just brings it all home, doesn't it? When you combine that patient, ambitious energy of Capricorn with the steady, structural vibe of the number 4, you get the perfect equation for the master builder. It's a destiny of creating things of real value and substance. Okay, so we've got the blueprint, but how does this all play out in the real world? Let's take a look at how the master builder applies all these skills to find success in their career and, of course, their finances. It's really no surprise that they absolutely thrive in fields that need precision, long-term vision, and a ton of accountability. Just look at this list. Engineering, architecture, business management, finance, these are all careers where you build things, whether that's a skyscraper, a company, or a financial portfolio. They are just wired to excel in these kinds of structured environments. And when it comes to money, they are naturally cautious and super strategic. They make for excellent long-term investors and are brilliant at building up assets over time. So what's the challenge? Well, that same caution can turn into a real aversion to risk. They can be so afraid of instability that they might just miss out on a few calculated risks that could lead to even bigger growth. All right, let's switch gears from the professional to the personal. how does a master builder go about constructing their relationships? As you can probably guess, it's a process that's built on a very, very solid foundation. So yeah, their approach to love is definitely not some whirlwind romance. It's more like they're building a fortress, stone by stone, for permanence. First, they are slow to open up. They are cautious, and trust has to be earned over time. Second, when they get into a relationship, they are serious about it. They see it as a long-term commitment. Third, once they are committed, their loyalty is absolute. They are unbelievably dependable. And finally, they become this fiercely protective, stable, and responsible partner you can always count on. Given their nature, it makes sense that they connect best with signs that appreciate stability and depth. Other Earth signs, like Taurus and Virgo, just get their practical approach. And water signs like Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces can help them open up emotionally, which creates this beautiful balance to their more reserved nature. So what's the end goal here? What is the final structure that a January 13th master builder is really meant to create in this lifetime? It all comes down to their enduring legacy. And here's the bottom line. Their entire life path is really focused on one thing, creating something that lasts. And we're not just talking about a career or a bank account. This is about building a strong family, a business with a great reputation, a body of work, or a personal legacy of integrity that will stand long after they're gone. And that leaves us with the most important question of all, especially for anyone born on this day, or if you know someone who was. With a blueprint that is literally designed for discipline, innovation, and endurance, the only real question left is, what lasting structure will you build?